Is we live? I think we live. Oh yeah, we live. What's going on? It's your boy SB. What's good? What's good? Hope everybody had a blessed week, man. You know what today is, so you know what it is. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. This is we live. It's our live stream day. It's Thursday. Hope everybody good out there. I'm good over here. You feel me? I'm doing pretty dandy. I'm doing pretty dandy. I don't know why. I was trying to think of another word, but I couldn't think of it. I haven't heard that word in years. Anyways, I got a little energy today. All right, so y'all know I'll be setting up. So just knocking this little stuff out real quick. But I hope everybody's good, man. I hope everybody got some overtime out there. You feel me? Getting your work in. I got some overtime this week, so that's all good. You feel me? You got to love it. You got to love it. All right. Once that TV cuts off behind me, then we should be straight. But yes, we up in here, man. Whew. What's up? What's the word? Who we got in the building? What's the topic? What's the hot topic? You feel me? What's the news? What we on? What we on, y'all? What's the news? We got I got some stock. You feel me? Shout out to Uncle Jeff. You feel me? Got some stock. Them taxes was nasty. Check. All right, we good. Taxes was nasty on that. Shout out to Uncle Sam. But oh snaps. But other than that, you feel me? It's always good to with some stock when the stock vest. And that's something that we get from the corporate side, a part of our raise. If you guys missed that blog, we get a base pay on our raise, and we also get stock. So that's pretty cool. And it used to be to where every 6 months we had it would vest. Now we have a less amount that vest every 3 months. So pretty cool, I guess. Grateful for it, appreciative of it. But it is that time to get back in the warehouse, though. I saw some opening spots. I was on Job Finder pretty tough. I seen a few surrounding buildings in my location. They had some slots open. I only seen one slot open for an L4, which L4 AM, and I seen a few spots open for PA positions. So your boy has been looking. You feel me? I've been looking. Job Finder. I was on it heavy. And then I always like look at LGB3. That was my old building. Just to see how that is over there. But yeah, if you guys are one of the ones that's tuned in and you are looking for that promotion, trying to move up, that's I mean, you always want to keep your eye on Job Finder just to, keep your finger on the pulse, seeing when open slots come up. And then also too, chop it up with your manager. I said that as one of the points on one of the vlogs that I did about moving up. Man, you let your manager know you want to move up, because each time a spot opened up for a promotion, I knew about it probably like a month in advance, because got the heads up like, hey, SB, that PA spot is going to open up next month. I'm gonna need you to, put your real resume in ASAP. Okay, bet. You know what I mean? So it's always good to hit your manager up, and so they could be aware, you know what I mean? And if they endorse you, if they're behind you, so they can give you those heads up, and don't be discouraged if they don't. Sometimes it just that's life. Sometimes it be like that. It bees like that sometimes, where people are not always on your side. But that's why you got to keep your eyes ready and eyes open for yourself on those things like Job Finder and all that. Who's that in the building? We got Mercy. What up, though? What's good, Mercy? Good with you. What's good with you? Hope all is well. Good to see you in that building. What up? Oh. Look, I'm just knocking stuff all over. What'd you say? Good evening, SB and Amazon fam. Hope all is well. It's been a crazy week with VET. Tired, tired, tired. I love to hear that. I'd rather hear that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's a crazy week of VET instead of it's a crazy week with VTO. You feel me? So that's always a good thing to hear. In those times when we do have that crazy VET and extra work, y'all, you already know, make sure you try to do your best. Snaps. I was about to say, stay rested and make sure you're drinking that water. I need some water right now, low key. I need some water myself right now. I need a new chair too. I'm just seeing this chipping. But anyways, where my thing at? But yeah, continue. Like I've said, if you have the opportunity to work that OT, work that OT. I'm working OT this week. I worked it last week, worked it the previous week before that, and the week before that. I got to. You feel me? If you got it, go ahead and work that. But make sure you get your sleep. Make sure you stay hydrated, so you don't burn yourself out, don't hurt yourself. But that's what's up. That's what's up, Mercy. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's good to hear. Because at least from the last week, it's starting to seem like there's more and more people who've been tuning in saying they don't have the MET. So that sucks. And those fans and ACs ain't working in a warehouse. Mercy. I know that. That's a fact. At least even if they do work, it don't be doing the job. At least that's what it felt like to me. Because I'm in Arizona. It literally felt like an oven. It was crazy heat. And they had the fans and everything. And yeah, there's a when you like a PA and the course management, they all have the links and all that stuff. But there's a link that shows you how hot your building is, and it has to stay under a certain temperature. So they you know what I mean? It is looked at and regulated and stuff, but still, it be feeling hot. I'd be like, yo, we under where it's supposed to be, but it don't feel like it. You know what I mean? So but that was pretty dope. I didn't never even seen that until I was a PA. Like that was I would always, I would check that thing a lot, just seeing what the building temperature was. That's pretty dope. And then it'll be cool too, because if it got really hot, then they'll come around, pass out some waters and stuff. And that was more rare. That didn't happen a lot, but it was dope when they did that though. If they pass in anything else, probably gonna be some sugar. You feel me? Some candy to try to hype people up. They just pass some sugar at the office. They be doing that. At least it seems like once a month. Nah, not once a month. It kind of felt like that, which is cool. But I'd be like, nope, go. You sure? No, no, no. You sure you don't want to? No, no, no. We had what they gave me with. It was like they got me with something. I think it was the purple Skittles. I like the purple Skittles. But they're like, we got these. I was like, all right, I'll take it. But it's worse for us. You feel me? Feeding us all this sugar, processed sugar, and we sit down for 12 hours. At least in a warehouse, you moving around, you mobbing around, you walking, you packing, you stowing, you just moving and moving and moving. So yeah, give me the sugar. You know what I mean? I'm gonna chase you down for the sugar. Give me that. But in the corporate side, it's like I'm just sitting here all day, and I'm already eating sugar. I'm already drinking an energy drink. I'm already drinking, you feel me? Anyway, let me stop my rant. But yeah, them fans in the warehouse be needed for sure. Roll, what it do, my guy? What's good? What's good? You cash that stock out over there or what? You cash that stock or what? What's good with you, fam? Hope all is well. Always good to see Rogue in the building. You digs? Shout out to Rogue at corporate. You feel me? Don't he look corporate? He look like he living the corporate lifestyle. Look at his picture. He got his shades on. You feel me? What's that one shirt? Is that one brand? That's not Quicksilver. That's I think that is Quicksilver. Look, he got the sandals on. Look, he's sitting over the city right now. I'm zooming in. You feel me? He on vacation. If Rogue doing anything, he on vacation. Like how you a corporate and you on vacation all the time? You be on Instagram in Thailand on Instagram and Hong Kong on the little bikes in the back getting ridden around. I'll be like, bruh, when do you work, man? Shout out to Rogue traveling the world. You feel me? Rogue is traveling goals. You feel me? He says, "Yep, cashed it. I dig it." Look, he got what you got it booked on the next vacation already, huh? My dude living life. What am I doing wrong, Rogue? We in the same building. We both in corporate. You got to teach me your ways, Rogue. Yep, Quicksilver. Okay, see, look at I used to skate low key. Did I wear Quicksilver? I didn't wear it, but if you was a skater, then you are, Quicksilver. You knew, you was aware of the brand. It was Active. I used to stay in the Active because I was gonna be sponsored by Active. Then we used to have JBS. What else was it? Y'all don't know nothing about that. If you don't know nothing about that, the skating days was fun. Double Down. What's good? What's good with you, my guy? Staying sharp with the suit and tie. Shout out to Double Down in the building. If y'all ain't hit that like button yet, hit that like button one time. Rogue says that was Bangkok, Thailand. That word Skywalk. Oh, okay, nice. I thought that was no, I didn't, because it don't look like that. I was about to say New York, because I know New York has that same thing. They got that tall building, and you can sit down like a piece of it, and it shows under it. It looks just like that. But he's like, nah, bruh. This ain't that's not New York. We that's Bangkok. You feel me? Like, okay, Rogue. You feel me? That's what's up. It looks dope though. I don't know if I would have. I probably would have done it. I would have done it because that seems dope. Shout out to Rogue out there in Thailand and stuff. That's super dope. Super dope. Peter, what's good with you, Peter? What's good, Pete? What's good with you, fam? Everybody's tuned in. If you ain't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. With that Times Square. Shout out to Peter. Shout out to Rogue. Shout out to Double Down. Everybody in the building. Mercy says, I want to be just like you when I grow up. Rogue don't be playing. He don't be playing. Sean, what's good with you? What's good with you, Sean? What's good with you? Good to see you, my dude. Hope all is well over there. Hope you're feeling better over there. Mercy says you will love Japan. You been there too? Okay, so I need to step it up then. You know what I mean? Okay. I dig it. I do. I think Japan would be a place I would want to go. Only thing that would really keep me from going there anytime soon would be the flight. I heard that flight's pretty crazy, like a long flight. I'm not a fan of long flights. I went to New York. That was 6 hours. I was like, yeah, you want me KO to S? And then is that how you say it? KO to S? What? No, that's what time is it? That's what? 6 hours. I watched a whole series on Netflix the whole way there. Oh man, that was a long flight. And that's just New York. And then when I was at JFK, the airport, it was a family there, and they was going to somewhere. Snaps, I forgot. And they flight from New York to the spot was like 10 hours. I was like, that's deep. See, I haven't done that yet. I got the passport, got that checked off. Oh, my thing cleared today. I should probably do a vlog on that, but we know how that goes. My thing cleared today. What is that called? My concealed carry. My concealed carry cleared today. You feel me? Come on. Clap it up for the Second Amendment members in here. You feel me? Shout out to all the Second Amendment people in here. I like the Second Amendment. It's law. You feel me? But my concealed carry has cleared. I'm in Arizona, so we can carry our firearms. You can put it on your hip outside. You don't have to conceal it. But you can, like, if you have a holster, there'll be people. It's rare. It's not like as open as it used to be out here in Arizona. But there'll be people with just their guns on them, on their hip. Sometimes they do it on. It's funny. Some people are just so funny. They'll do it like on purpose. They want you to see they got their gun on them. It's like, sir, chill, little guy. Hey, little guy, relax, little. You feel me? But for real, like, Some people don't need guns. They don't need firearms because they just don't need them. But anyways, my concealed carry has cleared, so now I can carry my fire. I was already able to carry my firearm, but I'm black. But I'm black though. You feel me? So I have to go with extra precaution. I was already able to, but I'm black. You feel me? So I gotta make sure I'm double covered. But facts though. So I got that. But when I went to the classes, I recorded that too. Yo, I am so behind on posting vlogs on this channel. I actually recorded the class and like before the class, after class. Man, I guess I will do that vlog. But when I went to there's a class for your concealed carry, I learned so much. Like, you just can't be out here. Of course, you can't just be out here carrying your firearm, but it's like you can't be like 1,000 feet from like school zones, and it's a lot of. It's like, why? You know, I don't know. But I'm gonna make a different vlog on that. But got my concealed carry. Can't wait for that to come in the mail. So that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, Japan seems like it'll be a dope spot. All the videos that I've seen from there looks official. I can't lie. It looks dope. I think that'd be a spot I would want to go. But see, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous too to travel outside the country because I already want to leave. Facts. You know what I mean? I already in my heart, I want to leave America. So I'm like, snaps, if I go to Japan and imagine I just meet people out there, because that's just how, like, Arizona, right? I'm in a brand new home. It was not planned. It wasn't even planned for me to move out here. It just all happened. I had an away team out here, and then everything just kind of boom, boom, boom. I don't want to go to Japan and it's like, you feel me? And just things just line up. It's like, huh, I can move here, you know, and have land and eat healthy food. You know, like, I'm not gonna lie, that'd be a hard thing to turn down at this point. So low key, I think I would be kind of nervous to go because I wouldn't want to like it, you know. And I've been seeing a whole lot more vlogs and videos of people leaving America. That's the new American dream for a lot of people, leaving America. So, but yeah. Mr. Tim, what's good? What's good with you, fam? Good to see you in the building. Double Down says, you're moving the nights? Yeesh. Spooky out. You gonna clock in. It's gonna be all cool until 12 o'clock hit. People gonna be snowing. Yeah, beep, beep, 12 o'clock hit, beep. Hey, yeah, you gonna be transforming at 12 o'clock. Man, it's gonna be crazy. You better step your prayer life up. You better step your prayer life up. Double Down. It's gonna get spooky. Shout out to Graveyard Shift. Oh man, prayers up for Double Down, y'all. We gotta keep them in our prayers. Peter says, Tokyo is the best place in Japan. I wouldn't doubt it, because that's all I've honestly heard of, really, is Tokyo. So that's what's up. That's what's up, Peter. Man, how long is that flight, you guys? How long is the flight to Japan? That sounds, I just don't know though, because don't think I like. Well, I mean, everybody's had tsunamis, but those are things too that would determine if I move somewhere. The economy, of course, natural disasters. You know what I mean? Like, what natural disaster or natural events happen here? You know what I mean? Like, that's one reason why I wouldn't want to move to the East Coast. They be having certain spots, like tornadoes, and no, I'm not trying to deal with that. You feel me? Even Cali with earthquakes. You feel me? That's already, but I was born and raised there, so got used to that. But you know, I wonder what Tokyo deals with. I know there's been a lot of people moving to the Philippines, and I've seen some of the followers that were I wasn't following them, but they popped up on my TikTok because I watched their stuff. And there was people that moved out there, was vlogging and everything. Oh, Philippines, blah, 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 and fire apartments, luxury apartments, all that stuff. Boom, boom. which I went, why would you move to Tokyo for luxury apartments? I wouldn't do that. If I'll go to somewhere, I want land. You feel me? Land is currency. Land is what I would, but that's me. Like you can go in any metropolitan city out here in America and get you a, well, no, you can't. You know what I mean? Prices is $9,000 and $200 nowadays. So I guess that's why they do it. But I would want land out there. You know what I mean? But anyways, shout out to Japan. Shout out to Tokyo. You feel me? Rogue says, Mercy, there's always time to travel. Man, that's what's up. I know, man. Definitely got to. I got to as well. Sean says, I fly all the time, but I'm scared to go international. Why is that? Why is that, Sean? Speak to us, brother. Why are you scared to go international? I'm not scared. I just don't like them long flights, and I wouldn't want, like, let's say Spain or Europe. Honestly, I don't even desire to go over there. I don't even want to go to those places, but like I don't even know. You know what I mean? I don't really desire to go nowhere. But the only thing I would, like I was saying, the only thing I would really be like, man, I would be worried about enjoying a place too much, as weird as that sounds. But how come you're scared to go international, Sean? Fill us in. Rogue says, yeah, from LA to Tokyo is 11 hours. That's not that bad. I thought it would have been longer just because 6 hours alone is going from LA to New York. So 11 hours, that's not that bad. That is a long time, though. Yeah, that's a nice flight. That's like going to New York twice. You feel me? Like that is a nice flight. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, see, I would have to, you feel me? I don't know. But that's dope though. How is a plane? Anyways, I don't want to go there. That's what's up. 11 hours. That's what's up. OB, what up? What up? How does one go about making the switch from warehouse to corporate? Was that job internal job finder? Yep. Go to internal job finder, and you would have to be looking for them to be posting that they need openings. And then if you're in the warehouse, talk to your OM or your, probably not your AM, but maybe your OM, your ops manager, to see if they can find any information on when the next when the next opening is for something on the corporate side. I don't know if they do that. I've never I almost bombed on myself. I almost started it a fly that flew on me. I didn't know what that was. I was about to boop 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 boop. Yeah. Cause I don't know. I've never done that. Like I've only just went to job finder, and if it's open, boom. But I've never because I never had an interest in corporate until I seen an opening for it. And even then I wasn't interested, but probably talk to your OM or talk to HR. There you go. Probably HR in your building. I would talk to your OM too, just so it can spark it in his mind. Like, oh, he wants to move up. Oh, he wants to leave. Well, snaps, maybe. You know what I mean? Just to have him thinking, but probably your HR can let you know what positions are opening. And, I would think HR would probably have that info. But yeah, I did it through Job Finder. I had a long flight to Vegas, very bad turbulence. I had a panic attack. Yeah, I've had some turbulence. The worst turbulence I had was coming from Cali to Arizona. Like it was just like, dude, oh no, I take that back. It was from North Cali to SoCal, coming into Ontario Airport. Ontario got some nasty winds. We couldn't even land the first time. They had to go back up, circle a few times until the wind died down to come back down. It was bad, so bad when we landed, everybody started cheering. And it was funny because the whole flight, it was a smaller plane too, because it's just from North Cal to SoCal. Everybody's like, nobody's talking to each other, everybody's to themselves. Once that turbulence hit though, because it was just like it'll go and it'll drop, and it'll like drop and come, like it had some crazy drops. And it was just funny. It's funny how people come together when fear enters the room. You know what I mean? Yo, this fly, where did he come? Oh, like the dogs, man. Like, bro, it's a whole house. Maybe one fly, 4 bedrooms, 2,100 square feet, and you follow me into the office and I close the door. How? How? Ain't even no food in here. Where'd he go? Them things are annoying. Bruh. Yo. Right when I go on live too, and I notice this little dude's in here. Where'd he? I don't want to try to slap him and knock the camera over, but all right. Yeah, them turbulence could be no joke. I don't like that. Panic attack, man, that's crazy. My mind, ain't it funny? Am I the only one? I'll be on a plane, right? Cool, chilling, relax, enjoying the trip. And then all of a sudden, I get a thought. What if the pilot has a heart attack? Mind be cool until I'm all the way up. Ain't no coming down. Then all of a sudden, my mind want to have these crazy thoughts. What if the pilot has a heart attack? SB? I'd be like, shut up, shut up. You feel me? Oh, man. Hilarious. Hilarious. Peter says, been to Tokyo 2 times already and planning going there this year in December. Shout out to Peter. That's what's up, fam. That's what's up. Man, I'm going to have to look into that. That's what's up. Mr. Tim says, Ohio has open carry too. That's what's up. Dope. I like that. But then, you know what I mean? It's sad though too, because it just seems like trouble's on the way. You feel me? Like, it's dope because we can exercise that right for, you know, protecting ourselves, Second Amendment, boom, boom, boom. But it just seems like the writing's on the wall. It just seems like, man, it's gonna be some bad times in this country. You know, but shout out to the Second Amendment. Mercy says, I've traveled a lot. I got one place left on my bucket list. That's New Zealand. New Zealand? Why you want to go there? What's there? What's New Zealand? I can't think of a thing that's there. I'm sure they got water there. I'm sure there's some lakes or something. Oh man, shout out to New Zealand. All love New Zealand, all love. I just never like, let me look at New Zealand. I think my cousin went there one time though. But shout out to New Zealand. I just never thought of it. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. That's what's up, Mercy. That's what's up. Rogue says, yeah, I heard New Zealand is a great place to visit. I'll find time. What's there though? I'm gonna have to look that up. Actually, I know I'm not. Like I've never, like, you know, things that spark me to want to visit some places, usually like a movie or, you know what I mean, or something like that. I just have no information of New Zealand, so I think that's why. Shout out to them. No, yo, where you at? He playing games now. Little fly. Double Down says, all good, part of the grind to get where you want to be. I'll be running outbound. Okay, let's go. Double Down. Let's do that. Run it. They put him on the night shift. Woo! Everybody, prayers. keep double down in prayers. You feel me? He's going into enemy territory. I see. What up? Said hello, everyone. What's going on? Hey, SB, y'all making sure y'all thumbs up. All right, we got personal beef now. Where you at? He trying to fly up on me every time when I start talking and hide behind the light because I can't see him. All right, my bad. Fly gonna have me crashing out online. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Anyone noticing anything different? No smoke detector battery. Good ears. Oh, you did hear it? See, I don't even hear it. I thought it was going myself. Shout out to the Skybirds. You feel me? Shout out to Icy Lambo too. Okay, yeah, I heard it. I know. Snaps. Next time. Mercy says, my respect to the night shift because I once picked up a shift and lasted until the first break. That night shift ain't no joke. Gotta get him. I think I I saw him on the camera floating over my head, mocking me. You feel me? I think I got his little tail. All right, my bad. I've never seen nobody on YouTube fighting a fly before. It's funny. I've never seen that. Usually, because they're pre-recorded, so you can edit that stuff out. If this was a recorded video, you never would have known there's a fly in here. I would have edited that out. Anyways, yeah, you get used to it though. I know it is kind of at first your body getting used to it, man, that's heavy for sure. But you get used to it. Your body gets used to it. But yeah. But it sucks though, because I was always the one, even though I worked a night shift, I would still be living life as if I just worked a regular job, like get off at 4 a.m, sleep an hour, and then go live regular day life, and then think I'm gonna go to work and be straight and be tired all the time. Connecting flight from your state be like 15 hours. See, that's like who want that's I ain't get them. Act like I'm scratching my head. See, he over here got me looking silly on my live. You feel me? I'm supposed to be engaging with my people. I'm over here dealing with this little dude. All right. Connecting 15 hours is a long time. What I'm supposed to do? I'm kind of tall. I'm 6'3". You know what I mean? I need to stretch my legs. 15 hours, that's a long flight. That's what's up, though. That's what's up. Shout out to Peter. Icy Lambo said, what's tonight's starting topic? I'm watching America's Test Kitchen. It's a cooking show while I'm looking on Kindle for a new book to read. That's what's up. The topic, I don't know. We just ain't really been talking about nothing. Honestly, we were just what everybody brings up. I was talking about I got my concealed carry permit for my Second Amendment, so that's pretty cool. But other than that, nothing really. We just here, we chilling. What we talking about? What you want to talk about? What'd you say? You're watching America's Test Kitchen? That's what's up. I've never heard of that, but that's what's up. I like cooking shows. What the one show I do like dealing with food is It Cake, and they be doing like them foods that look like it ain't cake. That show, I like that show. Pretty cool. I guess because of movies, because people going overseas getting kidnapped. I feel you. I feel you though. I feel you. I feel you. I mean, I haven't looked up the numbers lately, but yeah, that is a real thing. But you should look up how many people get kidnapped in America. The numbers is wild. Crazy. And you remember they used to have that on the back of milk cartons. It would say missing like 2 people. The numbers is crazy. It don't make sense. In America, it's crazy. Where are these people at? Why so many people going missing in these parks, national parks? You feel me? It's pretty crazy. And how come nobody be getting found? They'll put one picture on the news, and you barely even see that nowadays. I can't remember the last time I seen somebody missing. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I got you. Oh, he left. Hey, Shauna in the house. UPT Ninja. Mercy calling it out. That's hilarious. She said UPT Ninja, Mercy in the house. Okay, a few familiar faces. Goods. Daniela? What up, Daniela? Good to see you in the building. If y'all ain't hit that like button, hit that like button one time. Says hello. Do you plan on retiring? do you plan on retiring at Amazon? Serious question. Hilarious question. I don't know. I would. Actually, I wouldn't want to. Dylan, I've come across uncharted waters that I didn't know about in Amazon on stress levels. I've entered stress levels that I've never experienced before at Amazon. And I've never dealt with anxiety ever in life. Like I've always, I would help people, I'm a follower of the Lord, and people, oh man, I'm dealing with this, boom, boom. I never personally dealt with anxiety until corporate with Amazon, just being 100. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't want to operate like that in my older years. So I wouldn't want to. Just due to that. Maybe if I shift back into the warehouse and to retire, I would have to be like an ops. I would retire as an ops at Amazon, but even then, though, the job can be stressful. So I wouldn't want to. Would I though? Of course, I would, but I wouldn't want to though. Actually, nah, I just can't. I have too much purpose in my life. By that time, you feel me? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to. That's a good question though. I think it's a dope company. You know what I mean? I think it's dope. But the reality of the damage of the mind, you feel me, and the damage of your spirit in the long run, like in the long run, what's the long-term effects of working for a job that stresses you? And it ain't even gotta just be Amazon. Any company that puts stress on you like that. What's the long run, the long-term effects of that? I don't know, but I know it has to be something. So I wouldn't want to. But here's the question: what job do you retire at? You know what I mean? Like 90% of these jobs out here is stressing people. I can't think of too many jobs that's not stressing people. So I don't know. Good question, though. Appreciate that. That's what's up. And Bright says, hello. Are you happy in Arizona or would you move if you could? Low key, I'm happy out here. And here's the funny thing. I drove through out because I did music. You know what I mean? I've done music a whole lot. Even before SB, I was doing music. And I was coming to Arizona for an event. And when the sun was rising, um, I'll never forget, just the sunrise it was different. Like you just don't see it, just looks different. And I remember I was rolling, I was looking at the sun come up, and I was like, yo, this place it's just beautiful. You know what I mean? Peaceful. Everything about it was just amazing. And at this time, it wasn't as many people that was out here now. So it was like, and it was less people. I've always been in the city in California, millions and millions of people. So at that time, I was like, I think I would want to retire and live in Arizona, and that was like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And here I am, so a little sooner than I planned, but I love it out here. I think if I would have changed, I wouldn't have changed. For my first home, couldn't ask for anything better. Beautiful home. But if I could, I wouldn't move. I would buy land out here. But even that, what I mean? I don't even know if I want to buy land in America. All these new laws is coming into play. People, if you have creeks on your land, it's weird stuff that they're doing where to me, it's showing they're trying to pull property from Americans. Plain and simple. I know it may sound crazy, but that's the goal. So, but anyways, if anything, I would want to move in Arizona. I would still live out here, but bigger, more land for sure, more land. But I like it out here. Every state is gonna have your pros, you're gonna have your cons. You know what I mean? The people out here, there's certain areas you can tell they don't like people because the way they look. And that happens everywhere, low key, but it's just weighing the pros with the cons. I think it's cool because I'm not really looking for a social life out here and all that stuff. I think, but somebody else, like I know people who's leaving for those reasons, so, but I think it's cool. I like it. Mercy says, Mercy, I got all the mercies, almost all the mercies. We got one more that got to pull up. She said, what up? Good seeing you. Don't speak those smoke detectors into existence. You're right. We speaking life, not death. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. We speaking life over here. Send them more super chats. You were too funny. Hey girl, good to see you. You guys are funny. Gio, what up? Gio. He said he had his first day back in Amazon. Shout out to Gio. You feel me? Welcome back, fam. You feel me? Welcome back, fam. If y'all don't know, Gio was going on rants. You feel me? He was fed up from the neck up over Amazon, and he's back. Shout out to Gio. Oh man. Icy says, SB, add New Zealand to your bucket list. Never. Nah, I'm straight. New Zealand, England, You feel me? I'm straight. I'm cool. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's like I kind of want to go to England because of the structures. You know what I mean? That's like this spot. There's a few, but not really though. You know what I mean? Like there's people be gassed up, like, oh, I want to go to Spain. I want to go. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. But what you say? I've never been, but there's a phrase: "Don't knock it till you try it." Cool. Yeah, that's true. But there's a gang of places on the planet that I would want to go. Besides there, you only live once. That's a fact. I feel you. I feel you. Gio says, I don't like it. It's not the same. I don't have the same drive for Amazon anymore. I'm just there for the money. I feel you. Welcome to the squad, fam. Welcome to the squad. I'm not at Amazon because I love it at the moment. I'm there for the check. Cut the check. Cut the check. I do the job. It sucks though, because I was at a point where I did enjoy the job, but and no, I don't really enjoy it now, but it could be worse. It can definitely be worse for sure, for sure. Um, but I'm grateful. It's about being grateful, fam. Most people don't have their jobs. And here's the thing, too. You still have the opportunity. All right, cool. You got the job, you got the checks coming in. Now you can still look for something that you would enjoy better, while you're working this job. That's the dope thing about it. You don't have to stay with the company. You know what I mean? Like you can stay, collect the checks, do what you do, and be looking for something better in the meantime until it comes. Icy says SB yelling at flies about to be a meme from the haters. Oh goodness. Nah, I ain't got no haters. You feel me? If I did, wouldn't acknowledge them anyway. I'll be like, who is this person? But that's hilarious though. That would be funny seeing a meme with me swinging at some flies. Sean said, in my house, instead of replacing the battery, I took down the smoke detector. Oh, fam, just put the battery in there. Why go do all the trouble of taking the whole thing down instead of just putting a new battery in there? Snaps, he right on the laptop. I can't even get him. Oh, that's hilarious though. My dude took the smoke detector down. That's funny. Gil says, I'm at a new building. They just opened Sunday. Okay. See, you're at a new building too. There's pros to that. There's pros to that. That's what's up. Icy Lamo said, Gio. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hey, King. See, you still got your crown on. Oh, man. What is this? Night shift over here? What is this? Night shift in the comment sections? I mean, what is this? Over here. Oh, I already see where this is heading. Anyway, this is not my dream. I have no passion for Amazon. I want to be a rap star. My dude, that's what's up. And that's okay. It's okay to dream. There's nothing wrong with that. That's my whole vision. That's my whole movement over here. Dreams and motivation. That's what's up. Just be responsible. Work the job. Find something else until you find something better. Or work the job until you're a rap star and your rap money can pay for it. They didn't have me as a new hire. They had my old Amazon ID. I'm a 6-month experience person. They had us watch videos today of things I already know. Easy money. Sounds like easy money to me, fam. You got to change the mindset. You feel me? That sounds like easy money. Oh, I love it. It's cake. I've seen it. Exceptional talent. Oh, yeah, it is. For real. I wonder what they be tasting like because they look like they be tasting bomb. I like cake. Cake is good. I just don't eat it nowhere nearly as much as I used to. But I feel a lot of people don't take chefs and culinary arts seriously because it's not a doctor, lawyer, etc. But they deserve respect too. Man, I think those chefs and culinary arts people should take themselves more serious. I think they should be ones that, you feel me? But see, that sucks because not everybody wants to own their own business. But you know what I mean? Like, especially like a lot of those people on those is this cake or whatever it's called, they have their own businesses and they be killing it. You know what I mean? But there's that's a dope skill to have. So I think people with that skill and that talent should, capitalize on it more if possible. It's not easy. Just I can't even imagine how much nonsense goes on behind the scenes and Not even behind the scenes, just getting it started on all the permits and all that stuff you need to open up like a restaurant or something. But people do it. Jay Weezy, what's up? What up, my guy? What's up, everyone? What's the word tonight? I don't know. We just up in here just chopping it up. What's the word, man? What you got? What you got? Good to see you, Jay Weezy. Gio said Amazon is a hassle, not a career. I think a hustle, but it can be a career. I think it can be. I think it can be. But I don't think it's the best career physically, mentally. That's just my opinion, though. There's people who do it. I don't think most of these companies are good careers mentally, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. But a hustle, I think it's a hustle for sure. How many times have we seen an L7, a site lead, dip out? Why are they leaving it? That's what I started thinking. Why are they leaving if this is the spot? It must not be the spot that I thought it was. I've seen a lot of people in high positions leave. So that speaks to me, why is the turnover rate so high for that type of position? That don't make sense. I know they paying, I don't know, but that's stuff I be thinking, why I get a new email every 3 months, 4 or 5 months, that position, somebody else is in that position. I don't know. Looks a little, but I can only imagine the type of stress, the type of, Gio said, I'm not gonna do too much this time. I don't care about being a top employee. That's great. That's great. Keep your peace of mind. Keep your peace of mind. Guard it. And yeah, you don't have to be America's top stower. You know what I mean? America's top packer. You don't have to be that. Just do the job. We do have to fulfill the job obligation, though. So long as you do that, you're good. You're good. It all depends on the journey is different for everybody, depending on where you want to go. You're not trying to move up. That's perfectly fine. So you don't got to be a superstar. You know what I mean? I was trying to move up. I needed to be a superstar. There are people who do want to move up. You got to be a superstar. You got to stand out. But not everybody wants to do that. So that's perfect. For the ones that don't want that, that's perfectly okay. But you still gotta at least do the standard, though, which I'm sure you're gonna do. So ain't nothing wrong with that, fam. Sean says my building is trying to get people to join the safety team. That's what's up. That sounds pretty chill. That's what's up. Shout out to safety. Gio says this is easy. No, I'm not retired at Amazon. I feel you. I wouldn't want to retire at Amazon unless I can retire early. I wouldn't mind retiring early, collecting a check at Amazon while living my dream too. I'll do that. Run it. But I don't know. You feel me? Amazon corporate gave me gray hairs in 6 months. What's it doing to me? What is going on for my hair to physically change colors? That has to, you feel me? Something is going on. I don't know what it is, but something's going on for it to physically change my hair. That's crazy. That's wild. So I don't want to be in corporate, you know what I mean? And not no more than even 5 more years. Not even 3 more years. Not even. You feel me? I don't even want to be there 2 more years. I don't want to be there tomorrow if I don't have to. If something better came along, but we here for right now. We got to do what we got to do, especially in these times. Listen, we are not in a booming economy. The job market is not booming right now for us, for the employees. It's the employer market right now. They are calling the shots. There's people begging for jobs right now. So with that being said, you feel me? Like I said plenty of times, I'm staying put for now in this economy. I don't think now's the time to be like, you feel me? Like, yeah, adjusting and all that right now. But that's me. Anybody can do what they want. Gio says, I want to be a millionaire now and when I'm young. Get to it. Get to it, fam. Jay Weezy in the house. You digs? Gio says, I was checking out the females more than I was working today. Fam. Readjust, fam. Readjust the mind. Readjust, my dude. Don't get in no trouble. We did get paid today, 75% of what we earned, and the rest goes to the main pay during next Thursday. That's what's up. Collect. I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad to be back making money though. And yes, I came 30 minutes early. Got to keep that UPT right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, no UPT ninjas. Sean says, I live in Virginia. I remember seeing some crazy people in Arizona on my few of my visits. I can imagine. Arizona's, every state I think is different and has their spots and their locations, America, which is crazy. America is in itself is a wild country, so it's, I'm sure, I don't know. But I am in the outskirts. I would think it would be a little crazier in the outskirts myself, honestly, but then chill. I stay to myself too, though. I'm not like the neighbor. I'm not like the neighbor I'm not like the neighbor's neighbor. Like, oh yeah, let's talk. No, no, no. Hey, what's up? And I'm out. You feel me? Like, I'm not. Gio says maybe I'm just grumpy today, y'all. It might be funny tomorrow. Amazon. Icy Lambo, thank you, Queen. The most oh gosh, here we go. Zale in the building. What up, Zale? What's good with you, fam? How you doing over there, man? I gotta check your channel out, man. How you been over there? You been active over there? You still been consistent over there? You monetized? What's up? I haven't been tapped in, fam. I ain't gonna lie. Not just you, in general. You know what I mean? I've just been, you know what I mean? I haven't been tapped in. I hope all is well over there with you, my dude. Are you monetized though? I do want to know that because I'm sure you over that 1,000 now. So I hope all is going good with that monetization over there. Vision, what up, Vision? What's good with you, fam? What's good with you? Good to see you in the building. No. Icy says, Gio, you just said, oh, here we go. You just said you was checking out other females more than you were working today. You better not forget who the queen is. See, this is the type of stuff when I was a PA, associates is next to each other in a stow station talking like this nonsense going on. Beep, beep. Yeah, queen, you're the most beautiful stower in this building, queen. Beep, beep. I just had to let you know that, queen. You're beautiful over there. Beep. And here she over there, beep, beep, pulling the leggings up. Am I king? Is that right, king? Thank you, king. Thank you, king. Pulling up her leggings. Get back to work. You move to the second floor. You move to the first floor. It's over. No, I wasn't a hater like that. But you see, this is the stuff that be going on in Amazon. Night shift. Troublemakers. Can you imagine Icy Lambo in the warehouse? Oh, I know. She's doing what's it called? Not what's it called? Junkland? No, she's going to Damage Land. Send her to Damage Land. She's over there by herself for the shift. Oh man, Icy Lambo, you got to go to Damage Land for the night. You're disturbing all the men. You're causing distractions. Send her to Damage Land, and then she's gonna come up. SB, I gotta go to Damage Land. I'm gonna play support. What you do? Who said that? Really? Hold on, let me hit him on the radio. Hello? Yeah, where are we sending Icy Lambo? Oh yeah, we're sending her to Damage Land. Really? Yeah, they said Damage Land. SB, I thought you said that. Hurry up and cut off the radio. All right. I'm a little too juiced up right now. Let me calm down. But that brought back memories. That's the type of stuff I had to deal with as a PA. Flirting going on all over here. Break it up. Break it up. All right. Fly is gone. It's a hassle because it gets in the way of your dreams and it can be a hassle for some. Bam. You got other distractions. All right, never mind. Let me just go ahead. All right. I was on my phone most of the day of work. Don't get a write up, fam. John D does everything. Shout out to John D. Why is the turnover so high at Amazon? DSP? Welcome to the channel, John. Why is the turnover so high? Well, where do we start? It's just it's they you feel me? It's they require a whole lot. And the job takes that's a different field. There you go. I think this is it. It's a field that most people are not used to. The delivery field, delivering packages, whether it be UPS, FedEx, all that stuff. That's a challenging field to be in for most. So I think that's why most people are not ready, not expecting the task that they have, you know what I mean, in front of them. Because yeah, the turnovers over there is crazy. Injury rates over there is crazy. So I think that's why. It's just a field that a lot of people aren't used to. Um, you know what I mean? Like you gotta it's a lot of stops, it's a lot of packages. You have a lot of things that you have to deal with that change all the time. Gate codes not working, your vehicle could be messed up sometimes. You know what I mean? Your phone, it gives you the directions and the GPS could be messed up. It can be a lot, and not everybody's built for that. So I think that's why. Marcel, what's good, Marcel? Good to see you. Good to see you. Says, hey, we have a new site leader, and she says she had an open door policy. She lied. Huh. See, I was just talking about site leads leaving, so many, that door that turnover for them site leads and these higher positions. Why is that? And I don't think that's every building, but maybe it's just the ones I'd be paying attention to. But hopefully that new site lead is bring some change. Just got done with my 2 training days. Luckily, had cool trainers. Saturday is my first day on the road by myself. Shout out to you, fam. I got videos. I don't know if you've seen my delivery videos yet. Check those out. It can give you some reality of what it looks like on your full routes, not nursery routes. And you finna be out there during prime. That's gonna be challenging. You know what I mean? But it can be done. Most thing you gotta do is protect your mindset. Have your mind set. No matter what comes, I'm gonna be positive and look at there you go. And look at the positive. Because that's the thing. Once you get negative and you delivering them packages, your whole day is just everything is going to just set you off. Not set you off, but just irk, you know what I mean? Frustrate you. That job is it's a lot, but it's very doable, but you got to start off on a nursery route, which is not even the full thing. Let that be your test. If you don't even like the nursery route, start immediately. Still work the job, but start immediately looking for something else. Because once you get off that nursery route, which should be like a month or something like that, I'm pretty sure they probably cut it slim now. You're going on some full routes. You know what I mean? So pay attention to your body, how you really feel during that time. And if you can already notice, like, yeah, this ain't for me, if possible, I wouldn't quit right off top. So you still have finances coming in, but I would start looking for another job, immediately though. Icy Lamo says new people coming in. Let's thumbs up the video. Let's get this out. More people. Hey, for sure. Good looking, Icy. Yes, if y'all tuned in, you ain't hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button. Definitely helps it out. Thank you guys. Thank you much, Icy Lampo. Gio says, I'm not the same person that I was last year in February of this year. The magic and passion ain't there. I wonder how long I will stay at Amazon this time. But like you said, magic, passion, all this stuff. I mean, just do, you know what I mean? Just show up and get paid. Just do that part and you should be straight. But like if it's starting to wear on you, same thing I just said to Marcel, or not was Marcel, to John. Just I wouldn't quit cold turkey though. You know what I mean? Like have something waiting so you can still continuously have your income coming in. Because here's the thing, this magic and passion, feelings, that's all feelings. Feelings will change. You know what I mean? Feelings come and go. Feelings get hot. Feelings get cold. Feelings get warm. Feelings get cold. You know what I mean? So, but just don't let your feelings cause you just to throw you off track, get you in a bad situation. If you feel, all right, I'm not feeling this, stick it out for a little bit until you get something else. Got to keep the finances running. You said you got dreams. Dreams cost. You know what I mean? So Marcel says our warehouse sort center is not good anymore. Man, sorry to hear that, fam. That always sucks to hear. Bruh, you got a whole house in here, fam. A whole house, 2,100 square feet. You want to be here with me? With me. I ain't seen this fly all day. All day, I ain't seen this fly. As soon as I go live, bruh. And he just disappears into the dark. You know what I mean? All right. Shout out to Marcel, man. Shout out to Marcel. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully it gets better for you over there. Always yawning at 1 hour. I didn't yawn. What you talking about? So you trying to make me yawn. I feel it coming now. All right, now it's gone. Hey, let's go. Shout out to Vision for the super chat. Amazon is fun if you treat it like a military boot camp. Yeah. You know, Amazon's fun if you treat, what's that thing called? Oh, I forgot what it's called. It's man, I forgot. It's the mind control thing. What is it called? Dang, I forgot. But that's hilarious. That's funny, Vision. But low key, I treated it like the gym, and it worked for me. You know what I mean? I treated it like my cardio. So I feel you. He's like, man, Amazon's fun if you treat it like MK Ultra. Like, wait, what? Shout out to Vision. Good looking on the super chat, fam. Good looking. It's always appreciated. That means a lot. Thank you so much, Vision. Appreciate you. OB Clutch says one of my older AMs got L6 in a different building, not even a year in, and he's fully gray beard and everything. Why? You feel me? I feel you. Because I know that experience. Not as an L6. I'm not even an L6, and that happened to me. What in the world is going on? You know what I mean? What type of stress? Like when stress physically shows on you, that's crazy. That's crazy. So that's why I don't think for me it's the best retiring job, you know, like that's crazy. Shout out to your OM, your L, what is that, L6, your OM. Gio says I can get rich if Jeff Bezos can, so can see if he can do it, so can I. That's what's up, man. There you go. That's the attitude. That's shout out to Gio. Icy Lambo says, so great to be here. I've deeply missed y'all. I'm always falling asleep waiting. Then by the time I wake up, it's 3 p.m. Eastern. I missed the entire live. It happens. You feel me? If you need your rest, you got to get your rest. You feel me? OJ didn't do it. Question: are you aware of the assessment for the L4 if you're applying internally? I don't remember it. I don't even remember it, fam. Because I remember I did do it, but I don't remember it. But if you one of my videos, they be posting like, oh yeah, like I know the tier 3, they have the questions there. Somebody posting it and I read it. I was like, oh snap, that is the question. They still got that same question. Somebody's like, yeah, like, oh, okay. I don't know if they did that for the L4. But I don't remember the assessment though. My fault, fam. My fault. Icy Lambo said Vision Stealth coming through, right? With the super chat, you digs. Major shout out. Thank you for that. Gio said it's crazier people in California than Arizona. It's crazier people in California than Arizona. This is for a comment in the chat. Arizona people are normal. It depends on what you're looking at. Nah, they not. You feel me? Like it's like there's like one of the first things where it was kind of like, bruh, chill with the firearms. And it's not that people have them for sure. That's what's up. But there's people who they can't even handle that firearm that they got on their hip just by the way they're acting. You know what I mean? But you know, you can't just carry your firearm out on your hip out in Cali like that. But I've seen the attitude that does to certain people. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? So It's just different. Every place is different. Arizona do have some, and then it depends on what we're talking about. But crazier, there's some crazy people in Arizona. They be having shootouts on the freeway, road rage, all that stuff. But it's everywhere. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Every place has its crazy places and people. Now, craziest? No, I don't think it's the craziest at all by a long shot. You know what I mean? They got the scoreboard. You look it up. This place is number one in murder and all this stuff and this. I haven't looked up Arizona because yeah, it may not be crazy on murder, but what does their other things look like? You know what I mean? Their assault, those essays, all that stuff. You know, I didn't really look into that, but Zell says new setup. Oh, you got a new setup? Okay. 1,100 subs. Let's go. Shout out to Zell. So I know, so because you gotta have your 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 watch hours. So you monetize now? That's what's up, man. Congrats, man. Shout out to Big Zell over there, monetize on his YouTube. 1,100. Let's go. That's what's up, man. I gotta go tap in with your channel, man. I gotta go check in with you over there, and check it out. That's what's up. I also checked up on Snaps. Well, never mind, I forgot. But you know, I'll be checking up on people, you know. But I'm gonna have to check on your page though. Good stuff, man. Proud of you. You've been putting in. You got more up. I think you have more videos uploaded than me. You know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I forgot, but I know you had a nice amount. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that it all paid off, man. And you over there at least getting paid for it now. And it's crazy because it's like you got to put in ultra work to get monetized. And then when you finally cross that line, then you got to do it all again to build it up. You know what I mean? Like this YouTube stuff ain't no joke. So, you know, keep killing it over there, my dude. Keep killing it. Gio said they was trying to talk to me. This big booty pretty Latina named Candy was checking me out. Yeah, it's not like you falling in all the traps. you know, Gio, just stay safe, man. Stay safe in them Amazon streets, man. No candy for you. You know what I mean? No sweets for you. You know what I mean? What diet? It was no sweets. That keto diet? You need a keto diet. Whatever that diet is with no sweets. You know what I mean? No candy for Gio. You feel me? What you say? Zell said thirst trapping. Right. Y'all know how it be in them warehouses. Icy over here. Look at Sean. Pulling up the leggings is so accurate. See? Come on. I know what I'm talking about. You feel me? I know what I'm talking. I know it's accurate. I was a PA for a minute. I know. Yeah, it's very accurate. I know how it goes in the warehouse. She says, "Oh my goodness," and putting on more lip gloss. Listen, I be trying to tell y'all. I know what I be talking about. Oh, that's hilarious. Sean says he hate damaged land. We sending Icy. You feel me? Icy got to go. She got to go to damaged land. You feel me? Oh, we ain't nobody gonna be working. You know what I mean? Icy over here distracting all the workers. Vision said, even in working in corporate, you can see how some L6s and L7s get treated worse behind closed doors. I hear those meetings. See, I haven't been in those meetings on the corporate side. But one thing that I've known, everybody, every level has pressure on them. You know what I mean? That was one of the first things I realized, like, oh, when I first came in, I thought it was just, okay, the entry level associates, man, they always pressure numbers. They pushing us. Oh, we're just numbers. Until you continue to go up and you're around these people and in certain meetings, everybody got pressure from above. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? If you're the entry, you're a tier 1, man, my manager got pressure on me. You went at PA. Honestly, I think the PA was kind of the one with the least amount of pressure. Honestly, L4, I would always be, they venting to me about the pressure from above them. L5s, I've heard them vent about pressure above them. OMs heard them vent about pressure above them. So It's crazy. Shout out to Vision. Icy says 1:20 a.m. 11:50 shift. Too much fun in Amazon. John does everything. Congratulations on completing a 2 days training. Right? Shout out to John over there. Jay Wee says, I definitely don't miss the Amazon warehouse drama, gossipers, cheaters, thirst traps, liars, and two-faced leaders. Definitely a reality show for sure. For sure. I wanted to be the one to create it, but then I couldn't because it'll be too much drama and I wouldn't want that on my hands. But I would watch it. I would definitely watch Netflix special of Amazon drama. Definitely. That would be number one. I guarantee you that would go number one. Amazon reality show with Amazon. My goodness, that thing would go crazy. It would go crazy. I would watch it. I ain't even gonna lie. I would watch, and I don't watch reality TV shows, but that one, I would watch. I would watch for sure. Shout out to Jay Weezy. Sean said, I mentioned before, Amazon Fresh is a lot easier. The biggest con is going in the freezer for 2 hours. Yeah. My melanin is melanin a little too much to be in the freezer for 2 hours. That's a little too cold for me. You feel me? Yeah, that's deep. But shout out, somebody got to do it. Shout out to Amazon Fresh. Icy says, for the newcomers just getting into live, SB is shouting at a fly. He's not randomly and crazy yelling into the abyss just for the context. Oh, I know, right? I know that. Yeah, thank you for that clarification. There was a fly in here, and the office door is shut. He has the whole house to roam, and he decides to roam in here. Ain't no food in here, nothing, and he just followed me in the room. Shout out to the fly. Shout out to the fly. Thank you for that, Icy. Vision said, I remember when I first started Amazon, I was like, let's get the L6. Same. Now I'm like, do I have enough PTO? Same. Guts, same. I feel you. But you're right. Feelings come and go. Got to have a plan and stick to it. That's a fact, man. Can't be. That's one of the vlogs I'm doing too. You cannot be moved by your emotions. I've seen it too many times. Too many emotional people in the workplace, and they just get moved out of position, moved out their job, move out. It's sad. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we just can't be out here emotional like that. Like, you gotta, you know what I mean? Especially when it's coming to your finances, you know? Appreciate it. Of course, fam. Of course. Zell, congratulations on your monetization. You digs. Thank you. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Zell, you feel? Icy Lambo said, what's Damage Land? Sounds kind of fun. It's where you go by yourself and you fixing all the problem solved. At least that's what it was when I was there. I'm not sure what it is now, but it's like where all the damage stuff gets sent for one person, maybe two. I don't even remember two. I remember one alone, way over there. You feel me? So that's where we would be sending you right now. You feel me? Distracting all the workers, Geo and all that. Hey, King, nah, Damage Land. We'll think about bringing you back after lunch. Oh man, because I was a PA, so I had to make sure it's staffed and pop in over there to make sure they're there and all that stuff. So Damage Land was cool. I never personally did it. I just overseen it. Shout out to Damage Land. Whew. Hey, Zell, you still in the building? You still on Amazon, my guy? Oh, I had a question too. Did you finish your CDL class? And if you did, I just got all the questions for you, fam, because I ain't, like I said, I haven't tapped in a minute. But Zell was going to, he took Amazon's, what's that thing called? Career Choice for CDL. If you still in, did you ever finish that? And if you did, are you, planning on going to your CDL? Are you planning on driving? What's the update on that? Because we were talking about last week, they were talking about what some people call them, the people in the yard who be pulling the trailers. What are they called again? Tom team. And then, like, I heard, since you have that license, or I don't know, but fill us in, fam, if you're still in the building. All right, where we at? Sounds like something I'll put my PTO in and leave. But here's the thing. Here's the fun part. Your PTO gonna run out. You feel me? Your PTO gonna get low. You can only run for so long. You'll be back tomorrow. Feel me? Passing out sticker stations. You know, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, what's up, Icy? Hold on. Go ahead and talk to the PA real quick. They got something for you. Damage land. Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't bully. No, that's not bullying, but just can't be a distraction out in these streets. You feel me? Can't be, you feel me? But I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Sean says, Icy, damage land where broken products go, you would deal with all kinds of nasty stuff. Right. And it's usually, it was barely staffed, like one human there, and they're just fixing up all the problems. So it's cool, especially there's people who like to just work alone. You know what I mean? So it was always somebody who wanted to do that position. It's not like it's a terrible position, but when you put somebody who's socially, you feel me, charged, they probably wouldn't like that. Zell says, once I started talking about other stuff, the subs went up. I'm still there as first the CDO didn't work out. Got you. Okay. Because no, I brought you up. I don't know if it was last week or the week prior. It had to be last week. They were talking about Tom Team, and they were saying how Amazon will let you do Tom Team and pay for you to get your CDL with all that stuff. And then I was like, snaps. I wonder if I remember Zell was going to get his CDL. I wonder if he didn't leave the company, if he went to Tom Team, or if he even thought about going to Tom Team. But so you saying you didn't rock with it. So I feel it. I feel it. That's what's up. Good to know. Yeah, I still got like 5,000 in my little career choice. I was thinking about going for HVAC. HVAC or electric. Take some little classes in those things. But it didn't convince me enough. I wasn't moved enough. You know, because that's a lot of time you got to invest, but that's what's up though. That's what's up. Icy says, I'm Miss Lonely. I'm sure Geo, he'll be using up his UPT. No, he'll mess around and get, what's that thing called when you get the blue bar? TOT. Geo, you feel me? I'll have to check on Geo Station. He not be over there, be like, go to damage land, see if Geo over there. You know what I mean? He'll try to disappear. I'll never leave you lonely, Queen. Queen, I'll never leave you, Queen. Man, Geo, you going to inbound, you collecting totes for the rest of the week. You tote running for the rest of the week. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Zell said he might try IT next. That's what's up. That sounds like that'll be official. That's what's up. Pat the Gamer. Hey, what's good? Big Pat, what's good with you, fam? Good to see you in the building. Good to see you. Good to see you, fam. Hope all is well with you over there. Gio says, my ego and pride is getting to me. I'm not going to lie. I feel like it's better and much more for me out there than Amazon. I'm just doing this for now. And yeah, cool. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't, my advice would be just don't quit without something else. You know what I mean? So you can keep your finances flowing, your finances coming in, especially when you're big on your dreams. Those dreams are big dreams and they're big price tags, big financing, big capital that you need to put behind those dreams. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just saying, even though you may start to feel some type of way, I feel some type of way, but I'm not going nowhere at the moment. You feel me? Like, nah, I need Uncle Jeff. I need my check. You feel me? So, that's all I was saying. Continue to keep the money flowing in until you find something better. Pat says, how's it going, my brother? Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm doing good. It's my off day today, so I did some vlogs for my faith-based channel, knocked that out. Mess with the music a little bit, did some editing. You know what I mean? It was productive. It was a pretty productive day. It could have been more productive, but I rested up today, caught up on some sleep and all that stuff. But been good over here. Feeling better, getting more amped up to knock these vlogs out. You know, I've already started on my other page, my faith channel. So now I gotta, bring that energy back over here as well. So doing blessed, man. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well over there as well, fam. Always good to see you in the building. Gio said my phone keys for acting up. Forget my spelling. You good? You good? You good, my guy? Icy says, Pat the gamer in the house. Let's go. Is it normal for the warehouse to be extremely hot? Air conditioner seems crappy. It depends on where you live. If you live in a hot place, then yes, you know what I mean, it's normal to be hot. Because when I was in Eastville at LGB3, I don't remember the warehouse being hot. Summertime, yeah, a little, but I never was like, yo, I'm hot. I never even really felt like that because the city and area is pretty cool, but when I came to Arizona, oh, it was literally when you walk out, it felt like you were hot. You were hot in the warehouse, sweating and everything. And then you're like, yo, it's hot in here. And like we used to go to break. This was like 2 a.m, our 2 o'clock break when working the spooky hours, the night shift. You walk outside, and you know how I love cookies. I love fresh baked home cookies. You know how when you open the oven, you first open that heat just hits you? It feels exactly like that. But that's Arizona. You know what I mean? So it's a hot place. So the building, of course, is going to be hot. But even though it felt hot, they kept it cool, if that makes sense. But it wasn't cool though, if that makes sense. So even though the air conditioner may seem crappy, they monitor the temperature, and they have to keep it under a certain temperature. So they do keep it under that temperature, even though it be feeling hot sometimes. Tonight's live is so fun and funny. I stopped watching that cooking show and not looking for a new book on Kindle. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to everybody in the chat making it exciting and fun and entertaining. Change is coming. I like that name. What up? What up? Good to see you. Hey, SB, I'm about to start my area manager internship. That's new to me. I've seen that position, especially about 4 months ago, a lot on the job, internal job thing. Area manager internship? What is that? That's crazy. That's crazy. But shout out to you. Shout out. I'm just not this is what it's just when I seen that a lot a few months ago, that open position. Congratulations. That's what's up. But the internship, that's interesting. So you say you started on June 2nd. That's what's up. Congrats. Do you know if Amazon is supposed to make those manager cuts on the corporate level or warehouses? I have no clue. I think it would probably be all areas. That's just my opinion. I don't have any I'm not representing the company, not a spokesman. There's a fly in here, my bad. I don't have the for sure answer on that. I know I did a vlog on the press release that they said about that, but I don't remember what it stated because that was probably like a month or two ago. But if you check that video, or if you just look up the press release that speaks about that, I think they don't say like, oh, the warehouse, but if you look at how they're talking, you can kind of get an idea, sort of, I think. I don't remember, it was a while ago, so I'm sorry about that. Change is coming. But if they're hiring for that position, you know what I mean? I don't think you're going to be getting cut, you know? I would just encourage you, just do the best you can do. Just do the best you can do, because that's all you can do. You know what I mean? That's all you can do. Do the best you can do. You're going to find out pretty quick if you like that position or if you don't. That's one thing whenever we had new AMs, they found out real quick. It was never like 3 months in and they're like, yeah, I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I mean, it's kind of this or it's kind of no. Real quick, new AMs already like, I don't like this, or yeah, I do like this. So you'll find out pretty quick. And when you do, if you do like it, double down. You know what I mean? You're going into management, so it's a different ball game. Politics, and politics are good. Just be great, kill it, go in there and kill it. If you like it, run, sprint, because that's what I like about Amazon. For people who want to win, you can win there. There's prizes there to win. Win, move up, create them projects, do all that stuff. It's there to do. But if you get in there and you find out you don't like it, as I've been telling everybody else tonight, I wouldn't just leave quite yet, just due to the job market, but start to look elsewhere. But I think we should be pretty good with AMs being laid off. I think we should be pretty good. Here's what I would look for. I would look for pips and people being let go, all that type of stuff. That's what I would be more so looked at or worried about, more so than waking up and like, you don't have a job anymore. Because Amazon's track record so far with these layoffs has been amazing from what I've seen. Meaning, if it did happen, people are getting severance packages. They're getting a way advanced notice. And from the trend that I've seen so far, they're helping them get into other positions. I think they've been handling layoffs excellent from what I've seen. But here's the thing. Companies in general don't just cut headcount and cut the fat by giving out money with severances packages and laying people off. We all know, you feel me? They start to just kind of crack down a little bit. We can get you out of here off of your performance, even better. Now we don't have to pay you. I'm not saying that's what Amazon's been doing. Their track record looks good, but you know what I mean? So I would just cover your bases on when it comes to productivity and doing your work. And I think you should be good. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Icy Lambo says the warehouses in New Jersey are hot. The ones in Delaware and Philly is freezing. I believe it, because it seems like Philly is hot. I mean, Philly is cold when it's cold. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. That is funny, though. That's funny. I remember seeing that lake or ocean. I don't know what that was over there in Philly, and it was like all frozen but moving. I was like, yo, that's crazy. And shout out to New Jersey. You feel me? New Jersey. That's not how it sounds, but I tried. I thought I can say it. Pat the Gamer says, pretty good, 55-hour week again. Honestly, I don't know how I do it, but I do. That's what's up. Be responsible with them finances, Pat. Okay. Yeah, be responsible with them finances. Collect that overtime. Be responsible with it. Good stuff. He said, today's Friday. I'm so happy. That's what's up. Well, so you're happy? Good stuff. Good stuff. Relax. Enjoy, my boy. Enjoy, my boy. In Furnace, what up, though? What up? What up? What up? And that look fly. What's good with you, fam? Good to see you. Good to see you. Icy Lambo said, change is coming. A very huge congratulations to you on your area manager internship. Wow. Change is really coming, right? That's what's up. So robots are coming. Guts. Gio was hilarious. Gio, you got to come on the live. I can only imagine how you are personally. We like, you know what I mean? Like, you're a character in a good way just by typing. I can only imagine you personally talking and stuff. You might have to come on the live, fam. One of these days, you might have to come up on here. Bring you and Icy on the live. Oh my goodness. Y'all ready? I'm gonna pull y'all up. Y'all ready or what? I'm gonna pull Icy up and Gio. Y'all ready? I'm gonna pull y'all up. and Zell. Zell's still here. We're gonna pull them up. We're gonna make 4 of us in a little box right now. Pat said, what up, Icy? Gio says the prize is only the money in Amazon. For you, it's different for other people, fam. Like, change is coming. She's obviously she's going straight to the ladder, climbing the ladder. Trust me, nobody's going to be a manager at Amazon just for a check. Trust me, that's not what the entry level. No one wants to stay there. 100% of the L4s I've talked to got to be at least high number. I can't say the exact number. I don't know. This many wanting to stay there for the check. this many. You feel me? So there's a prize for them. Their prize is that L6 position or L5. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to climb that ladder, and it's there for them to climb. I mean, I can count a countless number, a countless, I can count of countless number of AMs who you know what I mean, who move up. It's like they do be moving up for sure. So to them, that's the prize. You feel me? That L6, that L5, that are those RSUs. You know what I mean? But I think for them, they're gonna hit that point to where is this worth it though? Yeah, I got these RSUs. Yeah, my base is this, my salary's this. That's what's up. And I think they're gonna have each person individually is gonna be like, but is it worth this though that I'm dealing with? Everybody's situation, this that people are dealing with, it's gonna be different for everyone. There's people who's dealing with this, and there's people who's dealing with this. I mean, right now, I'm dealing with this. I'm like, is this worth it? So it's different for everybody. Pat the Gamer said our site lead is amazing here. They better than my first site lead. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to the site leads who's doing what they're supposed to be doing. SB home. What up, home? You feel me? What's good? Who was asking those questions when you log in at the warehouse? No one mentioned this during orientation. What else thing's called again? It's called Snaps. I was just on to an AM about this too. They get it scored on that. That's called, I forgot. But basically, that goes like that's feedback for your manager or your PA, because sometimes they have questions about the PA. I don't know if they still have that, but they had that back in the day. But that's, man, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. But basically, that's going to reflect on your manager. You know what I mean? So who's asking that? That's the site. That's the team. I don't know if that's the senior. I've never asked that question, but I know it affects, your AM though, because it's usually asking you stuff about, does your team make you feel welcomed, or do you feel? I just got asked one. I get asked it every day as well, but it does reflect on your manager. So shout out to you, home. Shout out to you, everybody who's tuned in. If you ain't hit that like button yet, where we at on these likes? Let me check. Where we at, y'all? Where we at? Where that though? Hey, where that though? Where we at though? Hey, where we at though? I feel like rapping. You feel me? I feel like rapping right now. That's what's up. Who's that? Oh. My bad. I'm just checking this. 13. All right, that's decent. Listen, if you ain't hit that like button, scroll down real quick. Hit that. Can y'all hear me? I kicked myself off live trying to check the little likes. Hold on. Check. Ooh. Y'all can hear me, right? Hit that like button if you ain't hit that like button. I think we got like 13 likes. So if y'all can, hit that like button. Hey SB, how are you? Indeed. What's good, fam? What's good? What's good? I'm blessed, man. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing great. Feeling great. Thankful for the Lord for the food on my plate. You feel? So I'm doing good. Doing good. How you feeling over there? I hope all is well with you. Hope all is well. I'm doing good though. Hey, ain't this good? We ain't had the camera freeze up one time this whole live. Like, this thing has been perfect this whole time. That's what's up. I'm feeling that. And I actually reduced my space for this program that I pay for every month, because I was like they upped the price to like $80 a month to go live. You crazy. You feel me? Yeah, you real crazy. With me freezing and all that stuff, I, I reduced my thing to the lowest pay. I pay like $40 a month, which is still too much, but it's working great. We had a great live quality wise tonight. Not one freeze up, so that's cool. But ND, I'm doing amazing, bro. Doing blessed over here. Thank you so much, fam. Hope you're doing well over there as well. Hope you're doing well. So say you're always working or in the gym, but we're not doing either. What do you do for fun? It ain't been the gym, right? Recently, it's been working, or I've been in my word. You feel me? I'm a follower of the Lord. I've been back on, it's tough. I've been in my word, praying, fasting. Um, that's what I've been on. Like tough. You feel me? Tough. My pie chart, my life pie chart of time, that's massive time is going through my walk with the Lord. I ain't even like I've discarded the gym the last 3-4 months. Facts for that reason. So that's what I've been doing for fun. I love the Lord, man. Be reading my word, praying, just trying to get that back fired up. So that's my hobby right now. And then too, on top of that, music. You know what I mean? So I do my music. I've been recording. I got a project, my faith project that's coming out next month. I still got the SB project. You know what I mean? I got to drop that. But other than that, it's not. That's pretty much it. You know, I'm a pretty simple type of guy. But I need to get my fitness back in though. I need to get my fitness back in for sure. Because I plan on shooting some more music videos. So I want to make sure you feel me, your boy's fit. You digs? But what you be doing for fun? What you be doing, Indy? What's your thing? But the gym is cool though. You know what I mean? Because it's definitely a relief. That's therapy for me too. So yeah, just those few things. Icy says, yes, King. Oh man, yo, get on get on the live. He says, you at work, I'm loud. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Gio, yo, you said you were gonna get me a chain. See, ain't that funny? A woman gonna remember when you say you're gonna get her something, you better be careful, but she gonna remember. He said that what 6 months ago? She said, Gio, you see how she gassed him up first? I'm telling you, y'all gotta see the game. Y'all see how she gassed him up first? Oh, King. Oh, Gio, King. You saw all the time she didn't throw around the King. Oh, you still got your crown, King. And this was coming. This was waiting. This was around the corner the whole time. Oh, hey, King, you still gonna give me that chain? Oh, damage land. Come on, type that in the comment section. Damage land. That's the new thing. Any nonsense going on? Damage land. Icy, we gonna see you. We'll see you after lunch. Damage land. Cinder. Do you still gonna get me a chain? Oh man, one day I will. I believe him too. I believe him. He will. I believe him. Look, yes, Ice Lambo Ma. Oh, get this off my screen. Get that off of my screen. This is becoming the love connection. Nah, no, it ain't. That's Jay Weezy. He said, yo. Holmes says, do you know of any people who started at the warehouse and moved to AWS? I know people who were shooting for it. I know a manager who was shooting for it. I'm pretty sure he got it. Oh no, he went to Alexa. Alexa's Amazon's thing, right? Or is Alexa iPhone? Siri. Who's Siri? Well, let me not say it for you. My phone start recording me more than it already does. Yeah, Alexa. He went to go work for Alexa, so not AWS. I can't personally think of anybody who has, but I'm sure there has. I'm sure there's somebody. There's always people moving around. You know what I mean? So I'm sure there's somebody. I just can't think of it off top because I haven't really had those conversations. I used to have those conversations all the time. I was surrounded by people who was moving, who was elevating. That's what you have to do when you plan on elevating. You surround yourself with that. Your conversations. How's your progress? You get in over there. Your resume, what you working on. That's all I was to the left, to the right. That's what I was surrounded by. Now that I'm not in that I'm not striving to try to move up in the company. I can't even remember the last time I had that convo, with somebody. I did with my manager, but it was real, you know what I mean? Because it's just me. I like to pick people's brain. but not like I used to. So, not recently, or like I haven't heard anybody about going to AWS, but I'm sure there's somebody though. This is the thing: wherever there's money, there's gonna be people there. And AWS, I've heard they pay pretty good, so that's always gonna be a demand there. I would assume. That's just my opinion, but Armando, what's good? What's good? What's good? How you feeling over there? How you feeling? Hope all is well. Geo says the job market sucks. SB Amazon's the only job that gave me another chance, like I said. But come on, mindset, man. Mindset. We can always, you know what I mean? We don't got to settle. If you want something else, you can find it. If I want something else, I can find it. I just don't feel like looking right now. You know what I mean? The job market, Amazon has proven itself to me in the last storms that we went through. I think this is the company to stick with for now, for me. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not looking. But man, trust me, you can find something if you want something else. You know what I mean? Cindy, what's up, Cindy? I shadowed a trainer today. Tomorrow he's gonna shadow me. I know all the stuff, but I'll be in head and get straight to the point. I won't explain stuff in detail. Right, 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 right. That's what's up. Congrats, congrats, congrats. That's what's up. You feel me? Fly. You feel me? If you do have questions, be sure to ask them. There's no such thing as a silly question. I know everybody says that, but that's really true. Any question, be sure to ask them while you got somebody to shadow you, because once they gone, they gone. You'll be looking for your manager. Where my manager at? Is he over there with Icy Lambo? Oh, hey, I need help. He's like, hold on. You feel me? Icy Lambo pulling up the leggings. Like, oh, he's gone for the day. You feel me? He's gone for the day. Sorry. But while you have somebody shadowing you, be sure to ask them the questions. Be sure to ask them the questions, because they might be hard to find once the shadow's gone. Armando says, how much UPT PTO and vacation time do I have? Not a lot. You feel me? I just took like 3 days off. Or was that 2 days? Something like that. So I use like 25 hours of vacation, and I'm using some more vacation. In June, I'm gonna be going to Cali, you digs, going back to Cali, going to the home state. You feel me? I got a family reunion going on, so I got to pull up to Cali. I'm gonna go to Venice Beach. Hopefully, I'm gonna get some footage out there too, just because it's looking pretty sad out there. Oh, but anyways, vacation is probably like at 35 hours. Like I said, I'm gonna use a day or two next month. PTO, none, gone. Gone immediately, gone. But I get PTO every week, and then I use it. So I take that back. I think I got like 5 minutes PTO. And UPT, UPT is low right now too. Am I a UPT ninja right now? I'm not for sure, and I don't want to think too hard just in case I am. But I have to stack up. I got to stack up for sure. Pat the Gamer says he right though. Facts. That's a fact. Geo says, SB, God used you to bring me back to Amazon. I don't know if that's a compliment, but that's what's up. He used you to bring me back to Amazon. I'm not gonna lie. It was for your live streams and videos. I wouldn't have went back. Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. But I don't, what I mean? Be in a place that you want to be in. There's nothing worse than being in a place that you don't want to be in. You know what I mean? Because everybody's journey is different. And I'm not going to sell, what I mean? I'm not selling the dream. I'm not, I'm appreciative for the company for sure. A lot of perks, but there's some cracks and shadows as well, and cons as well, as it is with any company. So just make sure you're there for you, and if you don't like the position, you don't like being at that company, at the company, I would encourage you to find something you like, you know? But that's what's up. I'm glad, I encourage you. But I don't know if that's a good thing. That's a personal, only you know. You know what I mean? Like everybody's different. It's good for me. I'm sitting in my blessing right now. You know what I mean? Like, God is good. By me sticking with the company, I'm in a brand new home. Took a whole lot of work, but that's the rewards I was talking about. The job isn't fun for me right now. Just being honest, I'm not like, yeah, you feel me? I can't wait to go to corporate today, but I'm blessed. I'm grateful for it. But why I bring that up is the opportunity for me to go get a check there, and not just get a check, work the overtime. I've been working overtime the last 2 years. Why? So I can fund what I'm doing outside of work. You know what I mean? So I think if you use a company like that, don't don't let your emotions move you. You want to be an artist, bro. This is the company to work at to get that capital you need to fund. Do you have a music video yet? You feel me? Do you have your studio? My studio's right behind me. You feel me? I have a song that's over 4 million streams because of the studio that's right behind me in the house that I was blessed to be able to get because of Amazon. You know what I mean? Utilize, leverage, capitalize. Don't focus on Candy. Leave her alone. Leave Candy alone. You're gonna get a sweet tooth. Leave her alone. Capitalize and maximize. Capitalize off the company, maximize with your dream. I'm doing that right now. My overtime, I'm capitalizing off the company. I'm investing my time. I'm getting a return on that investment the very next week. Part of that return is going straight to marketing for my project that's coming out next month. I've been running that marketing campaign for the last month right now. You feel me? Just be smart, be smart, use it, leverage this company. That's why I be telling people this company still has the potential for leverage. Leverage it. That's the reward. One of the rewards. Home says, thank you for taking your time to share your opinions. Of course, of course, of course. Glad you enjoyed. Thank you much for tuning in. If you ain't hit that like button, hit that like button one time. Appreciate you, Home. Appreciate you. Icy says, we're almost at 20. Hey, let's go. Let's go. That's what's up. Pat the Gamer says, vacation. I need it. Hopefully soon. You got the hours, Pat the Gamer? How your vacation hours looking right now? See, this is what I want. My next house, I want some land so I can have me a garden and go have dinner in the garden. Where you at? Oh man, I'm outside in the garden having dinner. You feel me? Let's go. All right. Vacation. Yeah, vacation is needed too, man. You know what I mean? Work hard for sure, but then rest hard. You feel me? Rest as well. Get that rest when it's needed. That's something. And then get out. I used to do that when I was in high school. Yeah, I was a senior. There be times I would go to Hollywood. I'll just drive out to Hollywood Hills. Why? To get my mind in a new area, to change my thinking. Oh, it's not just what I see every day. Oh, there's mansion. I'm around mansions. I'm around famous people. I'm around, you feel me? Just to get in my mind in somewhere new. Sometimes that's needed. When I went to New York, I felt amazing afterwards. I came back feeling like a CEO because I took my mind somewhere out of the norm. I took my mind to experience something amazing. Stayed in Manhattan, downtown Manhattan, for a week. Feel me? Super dope hotel way up there. It was too high. I said, put me lower. I was too high up. I said, hey, but I paid for what is it called? Cinematic view or some view thing I paid for, thinking it was going to be lit. It was a little too lit. I said, hey, bruh. I had to call him like, boop, boop. Hey, just a little too good. You're gonna have to drop me down some floors, bro. But that changed my whole mindset. You know what I mean? That's needed, go on vacation, get out, Even like when I go to Cali, it's like I'm debating, I want to go rent a hotel on the beach, but I don't know. I'm probably not, just because I need, I'm trying to shoot some more videos. But yeah, take that vacation, fam. It's needed. Get rejuvenated, get refreshed, get your mind out of the ordinary. It's needed. You'll come back and you'll operate. You feel me? Even just with a vacation, you'll do that. But it's just something special when you go somewhere new and exciting and out of the norm, that really, it just does something. I don't even know what it does, but it does it. Home says, what's the best roadmap to go from warehouse associate to work from home with Amazon? That roadmap was burnt. Uncle Jeff burnt that roadmap, and cousin Jassy, they burnt it up. Roadmap is gone. Working from home no more. They burnt the roadmap. They called everybody back in the office. We're full RTO. There's still some people working from home though, but it's like they have, what is it called? There's like, you have to like qualify for it. Like, I don't know if it's a sick, like, you know what I mean? Like how they have light duty, like you have to qualify for it. Work from home is done, so yeah, you can't, you really can't at this point. So yeah, my bad. Trust me, that's the only thing that I liked about Amazon corporate, was working from home. You know what though? I am going to be working from home. Like, we get to work from home on holidays. And then we're actually going to work from home from like the June 2nd to like this something I forgot. And I don't even want to say the exact dates anyways, but um due to the fact they're doing like some renovations and stuff like that. When they do renovations, if it's a lot of loud noise and all that, or like we had a time where the restrooms went down for whatever reason, we got to work from home. So, there's special instances where that would happen and you can work from home. But how it used to be, it's not like that no more. Icy Mamo said SB is a PTO UPT ninja. Ha! Listen. Ain't no PTO ninja. You feel me? Can't add on to the Amazon lingo I created. Nah, but yeah, my 5 minutes maybe PTO. UPT, I don't know, but it ain't high. I know that it ain't high. I might be a UPT ninja right now. If we're going by corporate, if we go by warehouse hours, I'm not a UPT ninja. Oh, Pat the Gamer says, I'm UPT ninja right now because HR messed up my time, so every week is fixed. Oh, that's so annoying. I hate when something like that happens. Hopefully they get that fixed. Shout out to Pat. You feel me? Utilize, capitalize, leverage, maximize. I'm telling you, take them notes. Take the notes. And don't just, take the notes and do it. I'm telling you. Work to live, not live to work. I'm definitely working to live right. I mean, I'm working to live right now. Or living to work right now. Work to live. Now I'm living to work right now, is what it feels like. All these prices going up, bills going up. Definitely feels like I'm working to live right now, or living to work. But you know what I mean? I'm trying to do things to flip that to be work to live. Not even to work to live. I want to work. Yeah. I want to live. Forget the work. You know what I mean? I want to get to that point where I'm just living. I'm not clocking in, you know. So, but yeah, hold on. Cause yeah, that was good. When I was saying that, when I be saying certain things, I feel it. I was like, man, that was good. I should have wrote that down. Icy wrote it down. Utilize, capitalize, leverage, and maximize. I'm telling you, I be dropping some jewels. The question is, do y'all be picking them up though? Pick them up. You feel me? Pick them up. Don't complain. Pick them up and run with it. It can be done. And the thing too, you got to plan. You got to have a plan. What's your plan? But that's what's up. Ice Lambo says, SB went to Hollywood Hills as a senior. Nah, not one time. I would go like periodically, probably like once a quarter, maybe. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but it was a few times. I would, because I was rapping in high school too. So, I don't know. It was just something about getting out of the norm into different spaces. It just did something, and I realized that. So then I kind of just kept doing it. as a senior and I went to clock in at Popeyes to get yelled at from customers who had cold chicken. Oh, man. Man, I'm clearly living in the wrong part of the world. Nah, listen, I was clocking in too. I was clocking in at Arby's. I was working at not my senior year, sophomore year. I was working as a sophomore. I had workers permit and I was working at Arby's, my first job ever. So I was there. I was at Arby's, I don't really remember no complaints, but I'm sure I had some. So you wasn't alone. I was working them jobs too. But, once you get out, you don't work every day. So my days off, you know, I don't know what I was doing in my senior year. I was working at Estes West. I was a forklift driver. But my days off, I was always driven, man, for my dreams. Like even back then, I had albums pressed up. We went to Vegas, me and the homies sold our CDs out there in Vegas on the strip. Like we was always, you know what I mean, trying to hustle and stuff. Jay Weezy said Amazon messed up my schedule after FMLA. I wasn't scheduled for any days, but I came in like a regular work days. I could skip days and not be charged UPS, UPT. I did that for 7 months, maxed out my hours. My dude had cracked the code, had a cheat code over there. You feel me? Up, up, down, right, square, triangle, triangle, R2. That's what's up. That's what's up right there. Hopefully soon. That's what's up. Do it. Because I'm going, like I said, I was going to Cali, and it was more so just for the family reunion, and it more so is for that. But I'm gonna try to leverage that to at least have one. I might try to stay out there on the beach. I think that'll be dope. It'll probably be a little tight finance wise because I be trying to do the most. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That's the flip side of being a visionary, having dreams, having goals. The flip side of that is they be crazy. We be crazy. You feel me? I be ready to you put money here, put money there, put money everywhere. You have so much inside of you, so much dream, so much goals that you want to see flourish. You want to see it's addictive. This is what's addictive. When you have something here and then it comes here in reality. That's a crazy dope feeling. So it's like it's dangerous though for me because I be addicted to it and I love doing that. I love thinking something, creating it, bringing it to life. Thinking something, creating it, bringing it to life. But financially, financially, my pockets be like, bruh, hey, you bringing a little too much life right now. But God is good. You feel me? I walk by faith, not by sight. You feel me? So he be taking care. Ice Lambo says, hopefully no more UPT Ninja Pat. Let's go. Let's hope HR gets it all sorted out right. You feel me? Can't be straddling the fence, you digs? Geo laughing. Hey, that's for real, man. Facts. That's facts though. If I told you how much money I listen, would you say SB second yawn, almost a second? I know we're gonna. I know I'm gonna wrap it up at probably 2 hours because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna try and knock out another vlog. Did I knock one out? I edited a vlog today, but I need to knock out some more before I go back start my work week. Second yawn down, almost a 2 hour mark. We must be winding down towards the end, right? But yeah, I think that's one of the fun things of life is dreaming, having goals, purpose. You know what I mean? I think that's what's important about having a purpose, having goals, having dreams. It makes you come alive. Like if you don't have goals and all that stuff, man, I would encourage you. I'm gonna start my faith portion of this channel. Um, and I really believe that's gonna inspire people and encourage people in those areas. But it's needed, especially in these times that we're in when it seems like there's nothing to be hopeful for, nothing, you know what I mean? Um, my bad. I'm checking this little thing. Where's the thing at? Okay, never mind. All right, my bad, y'all. Um, Would you say Armando said is Amazon recession proof job? That's a great question. Recession proof? Nah, I don't think none's recession proof. I mean, we have a what are they called? The people in office. We have a team in office, not a team. What are they called? Like there's that's something I looked up. Once I started seeing a pattern from the last recession and what we were seeing today, I was like, man, let me see what else. I started looking up different things from back then. And I looked up the jobs that kind of thrived during the Great Recession. And um government jobs were one of those things. But look at today. Look at how many people got cut from their government jobs. A whole lot, you know. So do I think Amazon's a recession proof? I don't think so, because our job is directly tied to consumer spending. But here's the flip side though. Amazon has become so dominant and so they just bullied Earth. They bullied the market. Like they bullied everybody. Everybody, look at our company's on a whole nother trajectory. It's not even on the same level as anything. Listen, almost every single person has our company in their pocket. That's crazy. Almost every human in this country has our company in their pocket. That's pretty powerful. I got it in my pocket. Everybody I know has our company that I know has our company in their pocket. So even though people are going to get hit in this recession, consumer spending is going to continue to pull back, right? Amazon has positioned itself in such a such a position for convenience that I still think they're going to stay afloat. That can change though. Like them tariffs, I was waiting to see what that was going to do. I thought that would have, seen what that does. But so many people are tied into the convenience of Amazon. You can order it today, can be here in 9 hours at your doorstep. Who else is moving like that? So when people are cutting their spending and only buying essentials, they're low key. There's a lot of people buying still those essentials at Amazon instead of going to the store. That's powerful. So I think they're one of the. I always look at it as a ship, as a sea, a storm in the sea. That ship, I don't think it's recession proof. It ain't. You know what I mean? The Titanic sunk, but I think they're one of the more sturdy, more secure ships. That's why I've been sticking around, and I haven't even been looking too much. I've been just keeping my ear. My brother, he got a job. I'm like, hey, they hiring or how much they pay this and that. And the other homie I hit up about some jobs, just keeping my eyes open because you don't ever always want to just be, in the dark. But I think Amazon is not recession proof, but I think I think this would be the ship to stay on during the storm. But here's something scary though. Who knows the ship better than the architect of the ship, right? Of the one who built the ship, Uncle Jeff. You ever hear what Uncle Jeff say about this company? He said out of his own mouth, there's going to be a day where we're going to wake up and Amazon's going to be bankrupt. Unc said that. Well, not Unc. You got to be black to be Unc. Uncle Jeff, though. Uncle Jeff said that. He said that. I did a vlog on it. I forgot what it's called. I don't remember which vlog it is. But if you just type that up on Google, Uncle Jeff, or not Uncle Jeff, Jeff Bezos says Amazon will go bankrupt. He said that. He's the architect. He built this ship. And he said there's going to be a day where it goes bankrupt. That's scary. So I think that's possible. I think that can happen. Is that going to happen soon? It can. I think right now we're in the most uncertain time in this country. Facts, in my opinion. Due to the fact I think we're in a time we can wake up tomorrow, everything could change. And there's so many reasons, so many possibilities that can drive that. All these other countries been getting hit with outages, power outages. If we get hit with a power outage for a week, that's going to do damage. A solar flare can hit. It's just conflict, war can hit. All these things are very are plausible. We're at a time where anything can happen. It's not like anything's too far-fetched at this point. But so all that to say, me myself, I think it's a good ship to be on, but always keep your eyes open, because here's the thing. Look at the past. How did this company react during the shutdown? Remember Earth shut down? They closed everything. Guess who was still open? Uncle Jeff. He said, "Hey, I know everybody else is closing, but I'm gonna see you tomorrow." Uncle Jeff he feel me? He ain't closed the doors for nothing. That speaks to me, Shout out to you, Armando. Icy Lambo says, I found a video you're playing in the background. It's called Winter Walking Marathon. Light snow in New York, you're walking to her. Yeah. How do you know that? You typed in, oh, you can't see them. Oh, yeah, you can't see that the walk thing right there. Yeah, I'm always having New York in the background. It's New York all the time for sure. But I think I'm gonna have Japan. We was talking about Japan a lot tonight, so I might have to put Japan in the background tomorrow. We'll see. Or not tomorrow, next Thursday. Gio says Walmart is competition for Amazon. Man, I don't see it. I don't see it, fam. But I don't know. Amazon they just on the next, they on a whole nother level. But Walmart is Walmart, Marcel says we are worried about our warehouse. Man, well, hopefully, hold on, he said our sort. My bad. It sounded like my dog was jumping on the window. That was a little loud. And I ain't got my Second Amendment up in here. It's on the other side of the house. I'm lacking right now. Only thing I got right now for defense is a belt. Somebody run up in here. Get yourself up out my office. I ain't got my Second Amendment right now. It's on the other side of the house. Because that was loud. My bad. I'm just listening. All right, we good. All right. What'd you say? LBB5. Shout out to LBB5, man. Hopefully that all gets together, Marcel. Hopefully, fam. He said it was fell. Yeah, look that up. Type in Jeff Bezos says Amazon will go bankrupt. It should still be up, but I did a video on it if it's hard to find. I did do a vlog on that, but we're gonna end it there, y'all. We had 2 hours. I still got some energy. I gotta put this energy to use. Hopefully trying to knock out a vlog. But we had a good night tonight. We had some good combos. If you guys are just tuning in, be sure to go back, watch the beginning of it. We got some good stuff. Camera still ain't froze up. Shout out to StreamYard. You feel me? That's what's up. You're seeing improvements. But good chilling with y'all tonight. Everybody we had in the building. We had Gio. You feel me? We had Icy Lambo. We had Marcel. You feel me? We had Armando. We had Pat the Gamer, Jay Weezy. We had Home. Shout out to Home. We had Armando. Did I say Armando? I think I did. We had Cindy Nose. Shout out to Cindy Nose. Shout out to Vision for the super chat tonight. Appreciate you, fam. Who else do we have in the building? Pat the Gamer. I think I said Pat the Gamer. Did we have ND? Was ND in here tonight? I think he was. If not, shout out to ND anyways. Zell. We had Zell in the building. Feel me? Shout out to Zell. Sean White. We had Sean in the building. Vision. Mercy in the building. Everybody who tuned in. John does everything. Shout out to John. Everybody, man, it was definitely chill, cool night tonight, chilling with everybody. Every company will eventually fail, right? I feel it. Icy Lambo says good night, y'all. We got 20 likes. Hey, it is. Next week is Memorial Day. Okay. Oh, wait, when's Memorial Day? I'll work from home. That's right. Shout out to Memorial Day. Also, congratulations to anyone in school graduating this month. So proud of you. Facts. Good night until next time. I know. Good night, y'all. Y'all have a blessed week. It's your boy SB. Let's go. go. Oh, what does that get? You ain't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. You ain't hit that like button, hit that like button. We're gonna catch y'all in the next one. It's SB. Let's go.